freshly grounded.
This guy is famous, huh? Very famous.
All over worldwide. Faisal Chowdhury.
Assalamu alaikum guys, welcome to another episode of Extra Shot. This week we start with a big dilemma. Our camera that we use for the wide shot has stopped working. So this we use for the wide shot, or if there's an extra guest, so a third guest on the podcast, we'll use it there. But it stopped working, we can't fix it basically. So I need to take that to a camera shop to fix that. Potentially is Monday today before Wednesday, because we've got our podcast scheduled for Wednesday. So yeah,
so that way,
big problem. That's a big problem.
When you watch the podcast, me and Sulaiman can actually be in high quality,
of course,
just like Faisal and Kaya, because right now that's not the case.
Yeah.
So we need to make sure you see us in good quality.
We have a spare one. We do have a spare one, but it's someone's using it at the moment. So I think we're gonna get that back before Wednesday anyway. So a quick update on the cameras. It is not looking good. We actually went from bad to worse. So remember I said I was gonna go fix this camera, and we had one on loan. So that one on loan came back just in case. I plugged this one in, and this one is not working now as well.
But I think that's also the secret to our success, which is that we don't try and be polarizing and clickbait.
Yeah, that's true.
So so deep dives / documentaries. Yeah. Let's just call that deep dives. Yeah, lists. I think you could do both.
Why don't we keep switching 1 week and 1 week?
Exactly.
So we do two a month of each.
Hey guys, just editing the vlog, and I thought I'd let you guys know that if you're watching this for the first time, if you don't know who we are, Freshly Grounded is a podcast that's been around for 400 episodes, or coming up to 400 episodes, and we like to shine light on Muslims who are excelling in the world, whether they're athletes, entrepreneurs, you name it. And we also just like to have a good old natter. And every now and again we do a live show. There's keynotes, there's motivation, there's fun, there's audience surprise, audience interaction, and it's just a jolly good old time. And that time has come again on Sunday, August 10th. In a few weeks' time, we're going to be live in the Shaw Theatre in London. So this is your sign to go and grab yourself some tickets. Head over to fg.live. That's fg.live to grab your tickets and come join us Sunday, 10th of August for episode 400 live and in person in London. Back to the vlog.
English has no chance. Like, you can explain it, describe it, even give 3 synonyms, and it still doesn't hit the same. These aren't just words, they're ways of living. Assalamu alaikum, I'm Ibrahim from Freshly Grounded, and if you want to see more content like this, head over to patreon.com/Freshly Grounded. And now that's out the way, here are 5 Arabic words that don't just translate into English.
Just say that bit again. And now it's out of the way.
And now that's out the way, here are 5 Arabic words that don't translate into English.
Guys, I can't lie, right now, me and Ibrahim there are feeling some mixed emotions. We're happy and what?
And slightly upset.
I'm really upset. So basically, Allahumma barak, Faisal got invited to go see Khabib and Mufti Menk because they're in town filming, I think some advertisements, or they're filming some shoots, so they invited Faisal to come down. And so Allahumma barak, we're happy for him. But we're sad because he took none of us with him.
Yeah,
so
we're going to go meet Khabib today.
Yeah, so
turns out not.
We're just in the office putting some work in. But yeah, Allahumma barak, inshallah, maybe big things to come with both of them.
This is my first time on a trailer. It's quite impressive, isn't it? It's literally a mobile home. It's got a kitchen, it's got a living room with an actual telly. Wow. Assalamu alaikum. How you doing? Sheikhna. Assalamu alaikum. How are you, Sheikh?
How's things? I told tell Mujtun how to use this because I got one.
Yeah, oh, you got one, yeah? There we are.
Hey, mashallah, tabarakallah. Lovely to see Faisal Chowdhury here.
Alhamdulillah. Yeah, I just got it, Sheikh. I just got it now. I'm not saying it's great, so I'll send over the footage, inshallah. I'll send something. So, the main man himself.
No, me.
Yeah, this operation. Guys, I can't believe how big this operation is along for these adverts.
This team did the 3D work, so they'll be doing it. You can see the stuff here will be in 3D. Yeah. They'll do all the AI, all the other scenes, special effects.
Ready? Bismillah.
Let's see what's going on down here.
Wide on set, please.
Come, just come.
So, Faisal, how was yesterday meeting Khabib?
Yeah, I mean, look, legends recognise legends. Do you know what's really funny is that Onily actually DM'd me yesterday. So I put up the story, obviously, with Khabib, right?
Yeah.
And he DM'd me and he goes, Onily DM'd me and he goes, say wallah. And then he responded to the next one, which was me with the hat. He goes, tell me everything. I said, Akhi, just one of them ones, really. Tuesday afternoon. And then I said, WIS. Lord, what does that mean? I need more. I said, Regs Degs. And he goes, just a regular Tuesday afternoon, huh? I said, man about a dog kind of thing. But no, it was really good. Do you know what? It was, so this is the second event that I've been to with Khabib, but the first one, it was like meant to be like a private dinner, but it was like quite heavy on the, it was, I think it was like a partnership obligation of his, so there's quite a lot going on, and that was when I was with Gaza, and me and Gaza, we met properly for the first time, you know, and we sat and had dinner together. It was at this like private dinner gathering, and so Gaza and I both kind of clocked that everybody was hovering around Khabib, and we didn't want to be those guys, and we kind of like left him to it, and so we just ate dinner, and then out of that, the next day I ended up shooting a podcast with Gaz Khan, which is, by the way, now on over 100,000 views. So this is actually the second time I've like been in that kind of vicinity, but this time it was like actually, you know, he was shooting an ad and Wyatt called me down, and so it was like super, super intimate. And bro, he, as you can imagine, absolutely lovely guy. Shout Mufti for the cosign, because basically Mufti and Wahid guys, when I went to take a picture with Khabib, they were like, oh, this is like freshly grounded, like these guys are global, like it's a big podcast. I was like, if Mufti's co-signing you, it's like, if he's saying we're cool, like they're cool. Anyway, so yeah, it was all good, alhamdulillah, we've nice and good to connect and stuff like that. And then what was really funny is that at the end of when all the shooting was done, Mufti was like, yo, everyone follow me, probably go somewhere and get munch or something. In my head, already I'm panicking, because driving is not really my thing. Okay, I drive because I have to, not because I love it. And so I'm thinking there's like 4 or 5 cars here, and we're all just following. Like no sat nav, no location, no one knows where they're going. It's just we're following. Bro, I managed about 7 minutes without, and then I lost them. And then there's a point where there's a fork in the road, and I was like, I don't know where they've gone. I'm gonna have to take a guess. I guessed the wrong way, and then I was like, cool, I've lost them now. And long story short, I ended up in one of my favorite Chinese restaurants, Din Tai Fung, on my ones, had a lovely dinner by myself, and actually it was a great evening because I had a really enjoyable dinner, and then I went home early and I got to bed at a decent time, so not too bad.
So a good evening.
A good evening, but for me, but actually, earlier in this vlog, you guys saw that Suleiman was having some issues with one of our production cameras that we use for the podcast. And then after that, you saw that he then had an issue with the second camera. We have 4 cameras here, guys. Then he basically, one camera stopped working, then the second camera stopped working. And I think, Suleiman, you have a bit of an update for us, don't you?
Yeah.
You can tell us, now we figured out what happened. So I'll let Suleiman sign off this vlog by giving a full explanation as to what has happened to 2 of our cameras, which is £2,500 worth of equipment, by the way.
So, we're in a predicament. Basically, put this to the side. This camera, I turned it on to try use it for the wide shot. So in here you could put a battery, a wireless battery, or you can plug in a battery and it's wired to a socket. So we use that one is better just in case we're filming and the battery dies. When it's wired, it won't die basically. So I plugged in and turned it on and it wasn't turning on. So I was saying that's weird, but we needed to shoot. So we had the 2 FX30 cameras, which are higher quality. Faisal told me go fix the camera, basically take it to a camera shop and see why it's not working. So I was meant to do that the next day. However, there was a spare one which Omar had, so Faisal's brother. So he came and dropped this yesterday, and he said you basically use this. So I got the camera, I plugged it into the battery, and the same wired battery, and it wasn't turning on. So the exact same problem. So I was thinking that's weird. There's no way both of the cameras are not working. So after doing some research, we found out that this head of the plug, so basically this goes into here, this goes into the camera, this goes into the socket. This was meant to be plugged into another lead. This lead is for the Hoover. So this somehow it got muddled up, and this has a 31 volt output. The actual camera one that they should be plugged into has an 8 volt output. So somebody fried the whole motherboard or fuse of the camera. Then we used the exact same one, I used the exact same one on this camera when we first got it, and then we first got it back from Omar and fried it. So we have 2 fried cameras that now might cause us a big problem. So I need to go take these ASAP to the camera shop and hopefully have a result, a cheap fix result for you guys next week, inshallah. Pray for me, please. I want to keep my job.